What is up, guys? If you're a struggling trader and you are still yet to be profitable, or if you are already profitable and looking for that extra edge on the market, this video is for you. I'm going to be breaking down and explaining this genius trading journal. I personally had to pay for it. I've edited it. I've designed it to be the most useful tool that you can use to increase your edge and actually give you some significant gains and advantage on the market and for you to be able to become a better trader. So without any further ado, watch this video fully and you'll be able to understand how to use this tool. If you DM me on Instagram, I'll send it to you completely for free. There is no catch. I'm already making money with trading and this has helped me do it so well, and I'm convinced that it can help you as well if you're struggling. So let's get into the video. Sweet, guys. So what we have here is the trading dashboard template. When you get this, you need to be able to kind of, make a copy of it. So you'll be able to duplicate this as a template. And this is what you see overall. So we have a bit of a dashboard. This is where you can fill in your own details as you go down the line. So you'll be able to see we've got weekly work-ons, you've got entries, pairs, your process, mistakes, stop loss, trade management. So they're just filled out with kind of how I trade right now, but you can basically add in there your own, rules and things so that you have that there and it's clearly written out for you. Now, where the beauty of this trading template comes in is obviously in logging your trades and having a daily review. So whenever you're starting your day trading, you need to be in a situation where you can replicate the same emotions, the same process. You can just be consistent. Like if you want to be consistently profitable, you need to have a process, you need to have a system that you can follow that can help you be consistent, like mentally, emotionally, with your understanding of the markets. And this is where a daily review comes in, where you do, journaling and you go through this process before you start the trading day and when you finish the trading day. Now, this is what I call my daily review. You can see here, you can go in, you can select the day, the month, the process, how it was good, the result, your emotional states, how many setups you took, market conditions. And this is just basically what I do. So, I look at my emotional calibration, and then I look at, some things as I ask myself some questions for the day. And this is just what has personally helped me, set my standard and see what I want to be able to see for that day. Those are the key questions that I ask myself in the morning. And then in terms of like warming up, so this is where I jump onto the charts, I mark out my plan for the day, what I want to be able to see. I predefine my logic for take profits. I follow my max drawdown rules. My personal rule is if I lose 2 trades in a row, I need to wait for a 4-hour close. This is a massive one. Me having a system where I complete, 10 forward tested trades every single morning, it just helps me mentally sharpen my edge. So if you guys aren't doing that already, I would guarantee that is going to be able to help you out. These are just some things that I say to myself in the morning, which helps me get better. So typically when I'm going through this in the morning, that's when I'm kind of marking out my plans. Another big thing I would say is like, if you're trading at like 8 o'clock or whatever, make sure you're doing this at like 7:30 or 7 so that you're not like in a rush and you need to be able to react to price and things. You want to make sure that you're onto the charts and you show up to on time early so that you can have an advantage over the market. That's what I do in the morning. And then as I'm trading and I'm taking trades and things like that, this is typically what it looks like. I open this up here, I go to trade, and I just fill it out. So, I fill it if it was a loss, if it was a win, if it was a break even, my P&Ls, how many R factors was it? If it was the type of the setup, I use a aggressive or a passive entry model, and then what type of trade it was. Was it a sweep? Was it a pullback, retest, breakout? And then what trade confluences. So, why did I take this trade? The lessons or the mistakes that I learned from it, what time I took the trade on, what pair I was trading, what position, what time frame I took the trade based on, what day was it, what was the session time, what month, and my overall confidence. And this is where I add in screenshots of the chart. I look at the reasons for trade and what did I learn, and just kind of gives me a good insight overall as to how I felt during that trade and the reasons for taking it. So these are some examples that I have in here from my trading week. I think 1 or 2 weeks ago. You can see here I lost this trade, negative 0.8%, negative 1. It was a passive entry model pullback, my reasons for the trade. And then I'm looking in here as well and seeing, like why I lost that trade. There's some screenshots there. And I can go back to this when I do a weekly review. So that's one trade as an example. I think this trade I went as break even, and then we have a winning trade here as well. So we can see it was a 3R factor. Just an example, why did I take this trade? It was a 1 hour order block, DXY looked bearish. So these type of things can help you just solidify your edge more on the market, help you get more understanding, and really is important to be able to keep track of that. There's so many things that you can keep track of in trading, so I've made this as simple as possible to be able to make sure that you are focusing on understanding what a good trade is and trying to avoid taking bad trades. So that's basically how you log those trades. So when I'm trading, I always log my trades here. And then once I'm finished trading for the day at the end of the night or whatever, I'll come back to this and I'll do my post-market review. So that's still under the daily review template here. And this is where we're looking at some things like, did I follow my trading rules today? Did I execute? Did I follow my max drawdown? Did I respect my trading sessions and stop when required? And then I just ask myself some quick key questions here. Did I make trading hard or easy? What setups did I take? Did I miss any trades? What was my emotional state? And this is where I reflect on my progress. What did I learn from the charts? How can I get did I get 1% better? Did I avoid repeating past mistakes? What am I proud of today? What can I improve on today? What am I grateful for? And just some things to kind of wrap the day up. So, that daily review and then logging the trades like that, I can guarantee you it seems like a lot of work, but if you just get into the habit of doing this, it's going to be able to help you become such a good trader. And these are just some things here where you can fill out and you can map out your process and your plan a little bit more. Obviously, if you're making mistakes, you want to keep them there. Where are you fucking up? Where are you going wrong? And you just want to list all of those. Ideally, what you want to have is the problems here, and then you want to put the solutions in your rules, and having obviously technical rules and trading rules and risk rules as well as psychological rules. I can guarantee if you do this and then you also do the 10 back tested or forward tested trades every single morning, you're going to be able to get so good at trading. It's repeatable process, and it is something that can help you out immensely. So, logging all the trades like that, it's simple, doesn't take a lot of time. It's just a little bit of effort, but it is the difference that's going to make the difference here. And you go into your daily review and you can see that as well. And then once you finish the week as well, you can basically go and you can look at, what worked well this week, what didn't work well, what problems do you have, and how you can kind of go moving forward in the week. So if you guys use this tool the way that I've used it, I can guarantee you it's going to be able to help you become such a good trader. The compound effect of you daily journaling, before you start trading, after you start trading, you track every trade like this and you do your weekly reviews. It's like, it's maybe a couple hours more work every single week, but it is going to help you become so efficient and really be able to build solutions and psychological rules, basically a trading system that works for you. Everyone tries to sell you a course and this strategy, and all these things can distract you, but at the end of the day, for you to be as successful as possible, you need to be in a situation where you're trading in a way that makes sense for you, with your system, with when you want to trade and how you want to trade. Everything needs to be personalized and custom for you. And this is a way of you being able to be your own trading coach. So that's where you fill out the rest of these things. If you take this seriously and you really understand what I'm sharing you here, the power of a good trading journal can change everything. It can take you from broke to profitable in a matter of weeks if you really lock in and you basically stop making the same mistakes and you progress and you get better. And this is a completely free tool that I'm sharing with you. So all you have to do if you want to get access to this is DM me the word tools on Instagram. I'll put the link in the description there. And I hope this trading journal is going to serve you well as it has served me.